Passion Struck, the podcast, is really all about intentional living. And what I was hearing you describe really means being intentional about how you want to live your life to serve so that you feel you belong. How do you personally define intentionality?
For me, intentionality is learning to take the time to pause. We live in a world where we tend to be more reactive than responsive. And in order to be responsive, rather than speeding it up, we actually have to slow it down. Every morning when I wake up, one of the things that I do, I sit on the side of the bed and I will mentally count backwards from 100 to 0, just to level set my brain in a space that says, okay, I'm getting ready to function today. And then I will read something motivational. I'll say a prayer. For me, I will ask for, where do you want me to be? What do you want me to do? And give me what I need to do it. For me, it is structuring every day of my life to move intentionally, not to move to or from a reactive state of being, an agitated state, a state where I feel like I don't have enough time to do what I need to do, where I'm rushing, where I'm shortcutting the precious moments of each day. I look at my husband and I tell him that I love him. And I make sure that I intentionally tell him that many times every day. I look at whoever I may be working with and I give them my full attention, which we call presence, not divided, not thinking about what I need to order for dinner or am I packed for that next trip. Intentionality in that way for me is whenever and whoever I am with, I am 100% there with that person. And if I am somewhere alone, let's say it's just a grocery store, it's just paying attention to who crosses my path because I truly believe that a person who crosses my path for a reason. I make choices all the time around when I see an unhoused person. And often, I just have to smile at this. It's very often that I will order a meal and it's more than I know I can eat, and I'll ask for half of it to be boxed up. And I know before I get home that I'm going to pass by an unhoused person and I'm going to be able to give them that food. So it is setting an actual state of being within myself where my words, my actions, my decisions, my responses are intentional. And when they're not, the blowback for me is pretty harsh because I'll recognize you know better than that, but I'm human. I fall into that space where sometimes I just react to something. And if you live intentionally, when you have those periods of time, when you come out of that intentionality, it doesn't feel good. So it's for me making living intentionally on purpose, making that your norm rather than having it just be an occasional part of the way you show up.